This is a detailed look at every Hot Wheels Elite 64 ever released. And we're going to start it off a little bit out of order. We're going to start with the Elite 64 Freightliner Cascadia right here. One of the nicest hauler trucks ever released in a 1 in 64 scale. We'll actually go ahead and just pop this on open. I have opened this up already, but I'm going to show you how the packaging is because it's really, really cool. So pulls out in this nice styrofoam, and then we've got this little packet right here that we open up, little piece of paper, and then we have our Freightliner Cascadia beautifully sitting in here, nice and protected. We will just pull it on out, and then we'll actually put our Freightliner Cascadia box right behind us just to display for this video. And there it is right there. So it's a two-piece set right here, so that will come off apart. And this is very heavy. It's all metal, very premium feeling. This is all metal right here. There's no plastic or anything like that. So it feels excellent, excellent quality. You can see it's got this little hook right here, which will go right into this little rubber piece on the truck itself, and it will just sit right on in there. It doesn't snap in or anything. That's my only fault I could say about this, is it just kind of rests in there. It kind of pushes in there. So I don't really like that. I would have liked it to snap and stay in, but that's okay. Makes it easy to get apart. Got that little metal flap right here as well, and that's got some nice rigidity to it so it doesn't flop down. Reel riders, and you can see the double reel riders on this trailer right here. Let's have a look at the truck itself. And you can see this one also with the double reel riders, and then the single ones up at the front, all metal on the bottom. And then it's got kind of this black embossed Hot Wheels logo right here, which is really cool. Matte finish all on this one right here. Very, very cool, very high quality. I really, really like this one. This one sold out like instantly. People were just trying to get their hands on it. I was lucky enough to grab one. And there it is. And we'll be throwing some Elite 64 cars on this. In the meantime, we'll just throw it just right back there. And then we'll have a look at our second truck released, which is the beautiful Scania 770 right here. There it is. And this box itself is a little bit smaller. It's a little bit different packaging from the Freightliner Cascadia. I actually like the Freightliner Cascadia box better. This one, it doesn't have the foam. It's got just a plastic piece right there, and then it's got plastic on the inside. But nonetheless, the truck itself is still very nice. Let's go ahead and pull the truck out itself, and we'll throw this box right back in the back for our video right here so we can see it nicely displayed. And let's have a look. Here is the Scania 770. So the trailer itself, it's exactly the same as the Freightliner Cascadia, except it's just a different color. So this, you've got the red with the grayish silver on the top, same reel riders all on the bottom, and the same metal on the back. So that itself, the same, just different color. It's the truck itself, the Scania, which is really, really cool. And there's something very unique about this one that's very different from the Freightliner Cascadia. You can see we got the double reel riders and the single ones right there, but we have the front ends right here, and you can see it's kind of like the Euro style truck right here, and this flips down and you can see the engine on the inside. So really, really cool opening part on this one itself right here. And this is kind of like, you see like the race trucks, and they have this kind of style where it opens up like that, but really, really cool to see that. And this, you can see the hinge, how it kind of comes up a little bit, and then it flips on forward, so it stays out there nicely, so you can display it forward if you want to, and then you close it, and then it kind of hinges right back down. It's got the same trailer hitch style that I'm not a huge fan of, because it just kind of goes right in. It doesn't like snap in or anything like that, so you can see how easily it comes apart. But when you have it on the ground and you're just rolling it, it's not a problem at all. So we'll go ahead and display this one back here as well. Getting into our numbered Elite 64 cars, our very first one, car number 1, and I'll open it up out of this Protecto. They all ship in Protectos, the Hot Wheels branded Protectos, you can see right there on the back, but I'll take them all out so you guys can see them. And there we have the Mercedes-Benz 300 SL, and you can see this one is a number one, so it has the number one on there. Not a numbered out of how many they've made, it's just number in the series. So the regular ones will have numbers, then there's the ones that you can build which don't have numbers, and the Scania and the Cascadia do not have numbers either. But we'll go all in the number order first, so you can see our Mercedes-Benz 300 SL, and on the back you can see it's got a little display of what the stats are for the car. But I have all of these opened up for you guys as well, so we can see these all up close and personal. So we'll put the card aside, and there we have our 300 SL, and this one does have a special feature. This is the 300 SL gull wing. So it does have the opening doors on there, so beautiful on that gull wing door, and you can see all the crazy detail of this car. It does have the roll cage on the inside, the number 417 on there as well, racing number. Very, very nice. And all of the Elite 64s, they're very kind of in between a premium and an RLC. That's how I would categorize them. So very nice quality metal base, metal on metal, real riders on there, and then they'll all have like some different style wheels as well. So yeah, again, kind of like in between a premium and an RLC. So not quite RLC quality, but not quite as lower as the regular car culture premium stuff. So we'll go ahead and we'll throw these cars, we'll switch it up. We'll kind of start stacking our trucks right here. So you know what, let's put one right there on the Scania. Car number 2 we have is the Toyota Chaser. We'll take it out of the Protecto here. And there we have it, 1996 Toyota Chaser JZX100, number 2 on there. And you can see this one, it's kind of like it's almost similar to like an R34 sedan. That's kind of the category I would put it on. We look in the back and it's got some stats on there. You can pause the video if you want to and read those stats if you care to, but we'll go ahead and grab the loose car in hand right here. So there it is, Toyota Chaser right here, and this is in a nice pearl white color, really, really nice, really shines. And then it's got these nice cool blue wheels on here. Check out the exhaust coming out the bottom, the real riders on there as well. Very cool design car, Grady intercooler on the front end. They've got the blue roll cage on the inside, the blue seats on the inside as well. It's a nice looking car, not something I'm like a huge fan of because I don't really know a lot about the Toyota Chasers in real life. So yeah, we'll go ahead and you know what, we'll throw this one inside right there of our Cascadia. And then car number 3 we have is the modified 69 Ford Mustang. Let's go ahead and open this one up and we can see, and there it is, modified 69 Ford Mustang. This one has some opening parts. This is car number 3, as you can see. We look on the back and you can see it's got a 1,000 horsepower Coyote twin turbo motor on there, 6-speed semi-automatic transmission. Let's go ahead and grab our loose one right here, and here it is. And this one, size-wise, it's a little bit bigger than your standard one in 64 scale. I would think that this is a little bit bigger, like 1 in 60, I would say, maybe. But this one does have the opening part on there. It's got that little front piece right there that opens up, and you can see that twin turbo 1,000 horsepower Coyote engine on the inside. Beautiful looking. Big diffuser on the back. You can see that wide body look on there. It's totally customized. It's got that big wing on the back, and then we got the side exit exhaust on this one. Bottom base, you can see the slicked reel riders on there. But yeah, overall, nice looking Mustang. The opening part, this is one that I've had for a long time. So this opening piece right here, it gets really loose over time. Like it does snap in initially when you first get it, but I've taken this out so many times now that it just falls right out. It's very loose. So yeah, kind of a downfall on that, but hey, it is what it is. Let's go ahead and throw that one right up there. Elite 64 car number 4 is the Liberty Walk Lamborghini Aventador LP700-4. I've taken the protectors off of all of these now so you can see them a little bit quicker here. There it is, number 4. Beautiful car. And then we have some stats on the back. Obviously it's the 6.5 liter V12, but this one is twin turbocharged and there's some information on it. We'll grab the car itself right here, and this one is just a thing of beauty. I love this light blue pearl kind of metallic colorway, and this one does have some opening pieces, some moving parts and stuff like that. So let's go ahead and grab it so we can see first the wing on the back. That will come right off if you want to, so you can display it without the wing, which sometimes people prefer. Looks kind of cool without the wing. Also, there's that back bumper right here, and this back bumper piece comes right off as I drop it for you guys right here, but there it is. So you can display that twin turbo V12 right in there with that bumper piece, and then the spoiler will hook right onto that bumper piece. I'll throw it back in a sec. We also have this top piece right here for the engine bay, which pulls right off, and then you can have the engine displayed on the inside right there, which is really cool. But yeah, all around, fantastic looking model right here. Bottom base, you can see you got the treaded wheel riders on this one. Let's go ahead and throw this all back together right here. So, oops, it goes this way right there, just kind of a long way. And then we have to put our bumper back on to put the spoiler back on. So we just throw that bumper in it just like that. And then the spoiler, it's got two little holes right there on the bumper, and you kind of want to hold the bumper up when you put it on and then just push it right in just like that. So if you want to take them both off at the same time, yes, you can. Oh, maybe not. Maybe you want to take the spoiler off. There we go. There. So we can have them both off at the same time. You can see the spoiler rests on there, and then we can just push it right back in. And again, this is one that I've taken on and off so many times, so it's loosened up a little bit, but hey, this one of my favorites for the Hot Wheels Elite 64s. I absolutely love the LBWK Aventador, and we're gonna throw that one right in the front on our Cascadia right there. Beautiful. Elite 64 car number 5 is the Land Rover Defender 90 pickup. Number 5, there it is, and there on the back you can see some of its information, and there it is in hand right here. So this one does not have any opening parts or moving parts or anything like that, but obviously besides the wheels that do turn. But this one does have some really nice detail on there. You can see got the spare wheel tire on the back, and this is rubber right here. So it's not a plastic one. So it is an extra piece of rubber for that tire. You can see the crossbars in the back. It's got the roll cage on there, got the nice lights on the front end, and then big thick wheel riders on this one as well. You can see those from the bottom. I really like this one, and a lot of people don't really want to collect this one, but I think it's done really nicely, so I think it's a really, really cool one. So let's go ahead and, we'll throw this one right behind the Lamborghini. Elite 64 car number 6 is the Audi RS7 Sportback right here. Very nice looking. There it is from the back end. V8 with the automatic 8-speed. Very cool looking car. I like the color of it. Let's go ahead and have a look at our loose variation of it right here. And you can see it's kind of that newer style, like, I don't know, what would you call it? Like a gray. It's kind of like a metallic gray. And then it's just really cool. But look at the detail. Anyways, forget the color. Check out the detail on the front end. Looking great right there. The Audi right there. And then on the side, I even kind of like these treaded tires on there. It almost gives it like kind of like an off-road, like a snow look to it, which is kind of neat. A little bit different. Back end, again, fantastic detail on this one from that side. And then look at the bottom with that chrome exhaust going right through. I feel like this one doesn't get a lot of love, but it's done very nicely. It's super clean, super nice detail all around on this one. It is nice. All right, we'll go ahead and let's throw it. Let's throw it inside of the Cascadia. How about that? We'll throw it right in there. Elite 64 number 7 is the Porsche 928 Safari Edition. Very cool looking. Look at that artwork on there on the back end. A lot of NA on here, but it is a V8 automatic or a 5-speed manual, depending which option you picked up. And there we have it on the card. And here we have it loose right here. And this is another one, no opening parts or anything like that, but very cool details. You can see those nice bright lights on the front end of it. And this is obviously made for off-road, so it's got those like off-road tires on there. And there's your bottom with the exhaust coming out to that one side right there. Got the push bar on the back end. It's got the extra tire on the inside, and yeah, it is rubber on there as well. So that is an extra touch of detail. Number 28 on there for a 928 on this one. Very, very cool looking though. Not the most popular Porsche model of all time. Obviously the 911 takes it, but you know what? 928's not looking too bad in a Safari edition. I feel if they did this in a normal edition, it'd be very boring, but as a Safari, it's pretty cool. So let's go ahead and throw this one on the inside of our Scania right there. Number 8 Elite 64 is the 1990 BMW 318i Touring with the BMW graphics on there. There's your artwork for it. And on our back end, It's 1989 to 94 Germany, 5-speed manual, inline 4 on this one right here. Let's grab our model itself. And this one is in a nice pearl white color on there. Very, very cool looking color. I like it. There's in the back end. You can see that exhaust that comes out right there from the bottom. Got these slicked rail riders on there. Very unique wheels on this one. It's even got the sunroof that's popped open, which is pretty neat. And then this one does have an opening part on there. We have the front hood, which doesn't just open like that. It completely comes off. Very race-like where it just comes off. And you can see it's got like the BMW colors on the inside, which is really neat. I like that. But you can display it open, or you can just display it just right in. And you can see it just kind of rests right on there. It doesn't like snap in or anything like that. So I think if you turn it upside down, it stays in there pretty nicely. Look at that. Okay, so it stays in there pretty nicely, but it's not like latched or anything. If you just pull it, it just comes right out. But it's pretty neat how they've kind of developed that mechanism to just hold in nicely. But there we have it. BMW 318i Touring. Nice looking model. There's that front end with the BMW stuff on there. Yeah, pretty cool. Let's put this one on the bottom of our Scania right there. Elite 64 number 9 is the Pandem Datsun 280ZX right there. This one is very cool looking. Let's go ahead and have a look at the back end. You can see some of the information on it. Japan 78 to 70, 75 to 78, six speed manual. So that was obviously custom. They didn't really have many 6 speeds back then. Surely not on this car. But there's our card for it. And there is the car itself. And you can see all the Hot Wheels graphics on here, which look really neat. Nice color on there. Very Japanese like Hot Wheels. And then the wheels, you can see very unique wheels. And this is a cambered car. So it's got the wheels that kind of are cambered out. So it's a stance car. Very, very cool stance car right here. I'm usually not a big fan of stance cars, but I feel like they've just done this one really nicely. Rocket Bunny Racing, Nissan. Yeah, it's a nice one. Definitely a nice one to have. Definitely a popular one in the Elite 64 lineup. Bottom base, blacked out exhaust, slicked rail riders on there, and you can see the exhaust that comes out right there. But yeah, I do like this one. It is very nice. We'll throw this one right on top of our Cascadia. Number 10 is the Bugatti Type 59, and this is one tiny Elite 64 car. You'll see in a second here. And there it is. Italy 33 to 36, and 16-valve supercharged double overhead cam straight 8 with a 4-speed manual on this car in the 1930s. Pretty crazy right here, racing car. And let's have a look at it. Look at how tiny this thing is. You know what? Let's to get a comparison in perspective here, let's grab that Mustang, Elite 64 Mustang, which is a little bit bigger. Like, look at the size of these together here. It's almost half the size. Look at that. Very tiny car, but hey, that it is. The 1930s race car. We'll put that Mustang right back there on top. And check it out, that Bugatti right here. So very tiny wheels as well, and it's meant to be. That's just how it was. And this one does have an opening part on there. It has the hood, which comes out. And if I can get it out right here, come on, there we go. So the hood just pops right off, and then you can see that engine on the inside. So pretty neat detail for a small car. Like probably not the most popular as far as Elite 64s go, as not many people are into like the 30s cars are all, but very, very nice detail for a super tiny car. Even look at the interior detail on there. Look at that steering wheel. Very neat. There it is. Let's go ahead and throw this piece back on as I drop it right here, and it will just snap right in. Just rests right in there nicely. But there we have it, the Bugatti. I would like to see maybe more modern Bugatti in the Elite 64 line, but who knows? We'll have to see. Let's go ahead and, you know what? We'll throw this one kind of resting right behind the BMW there. Elite 64 number 11 is the 1989 Toyota Hilux Stadium truck right there. And then we look on the back end, you can see trade secrets. Oh, it is all a secret on what the specs are of this one right here. Nice artwork on the card itself. And let's have a look at the loose variation here. And there we have it. So not much as far as details we know about it. It is a racing truck, an off-road racing truck. Got the push bar on the front, Toyota logo, rigid sponsorship, Hot Wheels logo on the top, BF Goodrich on there, the nice roll cage on the inside. And there's all your sponsors from the side ends. And there's your back. We got that push bar kind of cage on the back with the covered right here. Pretty neat. Bottom base, big, nice treaded reel riders on there with the exhaust coming out. But yeah, pretty neat looking. I like how thick these tires are. No opening parts or anything like that on this one though, and that's just how it is. But yeah, pretty neat little truck. We'll go ahead and we'll throw this one. We'll rest it right behind there. Elite 64 number 12 is the McLaren M6GT, Bruce McLaren's X-Racing car right here. And there it is on card. And on our back end, you can see 67 to 70 is when it was built. Had a Chevy LT1 90-degree V8 with a 5-speed manual for this one right here. Let's go ahead and grab the car itself. And this one does have an opening part on there. Very orange McLaren, your classic color. This is, I mean, it's the best color for McLarens is orange. I love orange McLarens. I think it looks really cool. And then our opening piece, you can see, look at that V8 on the inside. You know what? Can you see it nicely? How about now? Look at that beautiful opening part on this one to showcase that V8 on the inside. Look at those headers coming out right there. That is crazy. Very, very cool how this one opens up. I like that, so you can see it from the side how it opens up. And it's a very strong hinge. It stays very, very nice and stable on here. No matter which way you put it, it does not slide down at all. So really, really cool opening part and just a beautiful showcase of that engine and the exhaust on the inside. If we look from the bottom, check out that detail right down there as well. And the treaded reel riders on here. Yeah, it's a nice one. It's definitely a nice one. Not the most popular car in real life, so it's probably not the most popular one as far as collectors go. But as far as execution for the model, I think they've done a gorgeous job at that one right there. And we've run out of space. Oh no, we have one more spot on our truck, so we'll put the McLaren right there. Elite 64 number 13 is the Aston Martin Valkyrie right here. This one is a very nice model. There's your artwork on there. We look on the back, you can see some of our details. United Kingdom 2022 to present, and it is a 6.5 liter V12 single clutch transmission on there. Very nice. We look again right here. Let's grab the car itself, and this one has some very unique opening pieces on here, which I'll show you in a sec. Let's have a look around the car. Nice metallic on the paint on this one, and then look at the bottom. You can see just all the slots on this car. Just very, very nicely done on this one. I really like that. Look at all the aerodynamic designs. They've kept it just like the real life car. And then we got some very lightly treaded reel riders on this one, almost slicks on here. But let's have a look at our opening parts on here. Yes, it does have the gull wing style doors. Check that out right there. Very cool to have the gull wing style opening doors on here, and they stay up nicely. They're pretty well done, pretty easy to open up. You can see you just kind of push right here, so you don't have to really grab in with a knife or your nail or anything. It's just very easy to open these doors well. So yeah, very cool. Aston Martin Valkyrie, beautiful, beautiful looking car, crazy car in real life. Yeah, just nuts. Okay, I don't know what else to say. It's just a really crazy car. We'll go ahead and throw this one. Yeah, we'll start a row up on the top right here, just so we have some space. Elite 64 number 14 is the Porsche 911 GT2 Evo 993, and this is one that sold out very quickly. Super popular one. Check out that right here. 993 Porsches are just so popular. I love them as well. I can say I've jumped on the bandwagon of 993 Porsches. Very cool. Twin turbo flat 6 on this one, 6-speed manual right there, and a beautiful ad van livery on this one. Check this out. Look at the wheels. Look at the Yokohama and Advan tire lettering on there. I love that right there. Beautiful in the black and red. Fade kind of colorway right there, kind of with the striping fade. 83 on the side. And it's got the yellow lights on the front, which is proper for racing. Advan livery on the front end right there. Yeah, just a really, really cool one all around. I was super impressed with this one. No opening parts or pieces or anything like that. It almost looks like the spoiler will open it, but it doesn't, like the rear hatch or anything. Nothing opens on there, but no complaints. It's a gorgeous one. Definitely one to collect. And you can see our bottom. You can see how it is detailed right there. But yeah, I love this one. One of my favorites for Elite 64. We'll put that right in front of the Aston Martin Valkyrie. Elite 64 number 15 is the BMW M3 Touring. And this one, I have to say, it's a little bit underrated. A lot of people kind of slept on this one, but I'll show you why in a second right here. You can see it's a 2022 to present. It is a inline 6 with the 8-speed automatic manual transmission right there. But yeah, pretty neat looking. And then one thing I really like about this one, let's have a look at a loose one. Let's just look at the color on this. It's like a satin metallic blue. Very, very cool, unique paint job on this one. I really, really do like it. So when you have this one opened up, you can really see how beautiful the paint is on here. Nice wheels on there as well, blacked out. And then look at all the HW Elite 64 license plate on there. The exhaust coming out the bottom. You can see there's your exhaust on there with the treaded rail riders. And yeah, pretty clean all around. Same license plate on the front. It's got that big kidney style grill on there, which kind of a love or a hate it. But I mean, it's okay. I don't mind. I don't know. I'm indifferent. I say love it or hate it, but I am indifferent on it. So I don't know. But yeah, it's the paint on this one. You can see the blacked out gloss roof on there, but I love this kind of satin blue color on here. It looks so good. So if you haven't got this one yet, you should get it just for the paint on this one. So we'll throw that in front of the Porsche right up at the top right there. Elite 64 number 16 is the Toyota Corolla Levin AE86 Custom right there. There's your artwork on there. Kind of reminds me of the initial D car back in the day. We'll look in the back. Japan 83 to 87, inline 4 on this one, 5-speed manual. Let's grab our car right here in hand. And I really like the color on this. The white paint with the blue, the light blue, I think it looks really cool. Turin 14 distribution written on the side. And this one's got a cambered style wheel orientation on there. So you can see how they're kind of facing a little bit outwards on there. So pretty neat little camber on there. Roll cage on the inside. You can see it's got the blue interior on there. And then look at the colored seats. Like really sport racing bucket seats on the inside of this one. Front end. And that side right there. Big spoiler on the back. Big wing on this one. But yeah, color wise, pretty cool. Not a huge fan of the car itself, to be honest. It's not really my thing. There it is from the bottom base. But yeah, 886. We'll throw that in front of our BMW right there. Elite 64 number 17 is the Porsche 963. Love this one. Very cool racing Porsche right here. We'll look on the back. Germany 2023 to present. I think they pulled out of Le Mans on this. I'm pretty sure. I can't remember exactly. 4.6 liter twin turbo V8 combustion engine and very cool looking racing car. And let's grab the car itself. And there it is. Look at that. The red and the white. Look at all the details on this. They've done this one great. Look at from the top. You can even see right through here. You can feel the tires. So they've got actual cutouts right here for the front and the back for the tires and the aerodynamics that they have on the real car. And then I love the tire lettering on here, looking so good. Porsche 963 written on that like kind of fin intake on the top right there. Yeah, this one is really nice. Definitely a collectible one. Done it so nicely. All the intricate details for the aerodynamics and stuff that they've done. You can see on the bottom right there, that aerodynamics right there that they've done. Slicked rail riders, of course. Yeah, just a really nice one. Beautiful looking. You guys know I like my Porsches, but this one I just feel like the color and the design of it is done very nicely. So yeah, don't know what else to say, but what an awesome one. You know what, that one's gonna start right up in front right here. Elite 64 number 18, our newest released one that I just got yesterday actually. It's the 1975 BMW 3.0 CSL Race Car. There's your artwork on the card itself. And on the back end, Germany 73 to 75, 3.5 liter, 6-cylinder, 4-speed manual on this one. And here it is right here. And very cool, like the wide body on this one that they've done. So they've done that one nice. Got the white with kind of the BMW like graphics on there with that striping, the light blue, the red. And then check out the tires on here. You guys know I love my tire lettering on vehicles. I think it looks so cool. And then the mesh kind of gold style wheels on there as well. The classic BMW 3.0 CSL front end kind of looks like it overhangs a little bit, but big graphics on here all around. Just really, really cool looking one. Look at that wide body look on there. But yeah, personally, I'm not like a fan of these older style like racing BMWs and stuff like that, and like the Alphas and all those of this generation. It's not really my thing. Not that they're bad or anything. It's just really not my thing to collect. But I think they've done a great job on this one right here. So it's part of the Elite 64 lineup. No complaints. We'll throw that one right in front of the Porsche right there. Elite 64 number 19 is the Radford Type 62-2 Pikes Peak. It has been on order, but is not actually being released or sent out yet. So as soon as I get that one, I'll be able to share it with you. But until then, you get to see the pictures of it right now. And moving along to our Mod Shop Elite 64 series, there's 3 different ones that they have released so far of these. And this is the 2017 Toyota Tacoma. And there on the back, we can see that's what it looks like. And then we have all the different orientations that you can put it in. So I'll actually throw this back here just to display right now. We'll grab the car itself. And I've got mine kind of simple right now. I've taken some of the mod stuff off on the back. I do have the roof rack on there and the different front bumper on it. But for the most part, when I'm handling this and moving around a lot, which I do in my collection, I feel like all these little pieces, they fall off or they're very delicate and I don't want to lose them. So I put a lot of them back in the box, or all the ones that I'm not using. But if you look on the back right here, you can see the different orientations and different parts and pieces that you can put on this one and take it off. So pretty neat. I'm personally not like a fan of building cars. That's why I'm more into the Hot Wheels than I am in Lego and stuff like that. But it's still pretty cool. It's pretty fun to do. If you want to customize it and stuff like that, then definitely you can do that. We'll put that one on top and put it just right back there for now. Our next Mod Shop one is the 94 Land Rover Discovery. We'll look on the back right here and we can see that's what the car looks like itself and all the different orientations and stuff that you can do. And there we have mine right there. This one's a little bit stronger. The parts kind of stay on there a little bit better. So you can see I've kind of done it like Mod C, I guess you could say, right there. So Mod C, throw that back there for right now. Having a look at it itself. And you can see all the different removable parts and pieces on there. I'm sure you guys want to see me take all these off, but you know what? I'm just going to show you guys the car itself. And if you want to take all those parts and stuff off, if you have it, you can play around with it and customize it. There's your bottom base for it as well. We'll have another look at this so you can see all the other different orientations that you can do, all the different parts and pieces and stuff for this one. But yeah, there you have it. The Land Rover Discovery right here. And we'll go ahead and we'll throw this one right back there as well. And our newest Mod Shop, this is a one that I just recently picked up. It's the 1982 custom Toyota Land Cruiser FJ45 Troopy. Is that right? Should it say trophy or is it troopy? Okay, maybe it is troopy. We'll leave it at that. Looking on the back, that's what it looks like. It's got a big camper van if you want to on this one, which is kind of neat. You can see right there, you can see all the camper pieces and stuff. And I've got it just in its stock formation. I haven't put the camper van or anything like that on there. So that's what the stock orientation looks like when you just pull it right out of the packaging right there. Very nice color on this one. Got the white roof on there. But yeah, the roof you can definitely have and you can customize it with your camper pieces. And this one right here, it is a real rider. So that is neat that they've kept that on all of our Elite 64s as the spares is real riders as well. But yeah, that one's pretty neat. Again, here you can configure it to whatever customization you want. Put pieces on, take pieces off, whatever you want to do. You can do that to modify it and make it look crazy like those ones right there. So there you go. So we'll go ahead, throw that one just on top right there. And we'll have to throw it on the side right here. What Elite 64s are coming out in 2026? That is your up-to-date lineup right now. But we do have a 1967 Ferrari 330 P4. We have a Mazda RX-7 Liberty Walk. We have a recolor of the Mercedes-Benz 300 SL. 2024 Jeep Gladiator Mod Shop. Also have the Mercedes-Benz AMG G63 6x6. Well, stay tuned and find out what else is coming, but that's your current lineup of Hot Wheels Elite 64.